People call me a Nepo baby all the time. I'm like, but my dad wasn't an influencer. Like,
What up, you little fuck?
okay, guys, I'm doing something really fucking stupid right now. We have an emergency debrief situation. Hi, this is Hallie from the streets of New York. Guys, I had every intention of staying in last night. Welcome back to an episode of Extra Dirty. I have a very, very handsome man with me today. Chris.
What's
Chris,
up?
how are we? I'm so excited. Are you?
I'm so excited.
Are you nervous?
Slightly. I've never done a podcast before.
It's okay. I don't know what I'm doing.
How was
either.
your first one? How did you ease into it? Like, we obviously know how to do TikTok and cameras are great.
Yeah.
But where did you start to get all right, let's do it. Production, let's run it. When did that happen?
How did my first episode go?
Yeah.
It was the scariest thing I've ever done. The first one's the most important one too, because it can't be a flop.
I know.
So I redid it twice. It was in a different setup. I was in my old apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of sitting, doing longer format of what I do on TikTok. And then I was then I was I might need a co-host. Something was missing from the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided y'all have Lauren and Graydon, just my friends on, because I feel you're most comfortable with people you know.
Yeah. I love the idea of first doing your friends, because obviously comfortability is the biggest thing. But I want to, and I think I told you this, I'm so inspired by talk show hosts and bringing on talent and celebrities and interviewing people and just getting to know. Give me that martini.
I know.
Cheers
we
again.
didn't cheers yet.
Yeah, cheers.
I fucking love you. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
No, this is actually a great kickoff.
Yeah,
I love
it.
I love us.
I love us.
This is so us. Wait, we have to talk about how we first met and how we know each other.
Well, it's funny because
It's a love story.
it was really through TikTok initially, but
Yep.
then we realized that we have a lot of the same story and friends and Nantucket, and there's so much overlap with us.
Yeah.
And I think right away we kind of hit it off of we had 2 or 3 martinis probably, but we were wait, we're very similar.
No, yeah. We have the same taste in everything.
When did you first find me?
I love how you're interviewing me too. Wait, I first
See, I'm good at this.
You're really good at this. I first found you on my For You page, and a lot of people were tagging me in your shit. And I love your stuff because it's so it's almost poetic. It's inspired by I don't know how to explain it. It's 80s, but vibes.
I'm
and,
super nostalgic. So
Yeah.
I bring in so many old world, I love that Sex and the City's on back there.
Yeah.
I'll mix in that with Chief Keef or things from our childhood.
Yeah.
And just music I like, and being my own creative director. I think that's the biggest thing is what you put out on the internet is a representation of you and what you feel and what you like.
Yeah.
So I just used it to kind of screw around and have fun.
Yeah.
And it started to kind of take off after doing it for years. But
Yeah.
you started first with talking videos, or what kind of took you
No.
off?
Oh, fuck. I started with thirst traps. That was in when
'cause
I
you're
started.
hot. That makes
no,
sense.
when I had hair, but no, I started with thirst traps. I also went through a phase where I was just ripping shots and not having any reaction. That was a
Crazy.
really weird
Crazy girl.
phase of, and then I was there's no longevity to this, and people were ripping me to shreds thinking I was an alcoholic. I mean, they still do that, but and then I was you know what? I'm going to start treating this platform like a private story and just kind of debrief and pretend everyone on the internet is all my close friends.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm I got fucked last night. I really forget that I have an audience watching sometimes.
You're so good about being vulnerable with your sex life and everything. That's something I definitely keep private.
Yeah.
But you have such a great audience that's it's more girl driven, I think. I have more guys.
Yeah.
So they want to see hard shit and
Yeah,
cool I
The
don't know.
mashups you do and whatnot.
Yeah. But
well, I think as a female, it's important to be open and honest about your sex life,
no,
because I don't feel a lot of people are.
100%. I think it's so cool that you're such a pioneer with it, and little
Stop,
pat
you're
on the
making me
back there.
I mean, maybe I go a little too far sometimes. When I went on Call Her Daddy, I was just letting it rip, and I was did I overshare? But I feel oversharing is also become part of my brand.
But that's what got exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I think got you to where it is. Because if you didn't push the limits a bit, it'd be yeah, you're cool, but what's different about you?
Yeah.
That's what makes you stick out.
I definitely push the limits a lot. I also for what I talk about, I feel I also try to not. I expected there to be a lot of internet hate.
Mhm.
Once I like grow and grow and grow, I've been getting more hate and hate and hate.
Naturally.
I feel like haters are like a symptom of success.
100%.
You know?
If you don't have haters, you're not doing anything right. Like
Yeah.
you're not pushing the boundaries.
Like I'd be worried if no one was talking shit.
People talking, period, like helps your brand. I know that sounds terrible,
Yeah.
but it's if people are talking about you, that means you're doing something to get, rustle the feathers or like just get people going.
Yeah.
So I get
Like
comments
rage beat.
sometimes where it's like, I've never seen like unk hate. Like I've never seen anyone like hate on you, but I do. I get it all the time.
You do?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, do you get internet hate?
Yeah.
Like on Reddit or where? I don't go on Reddit, but I just go through my approved and deleted, and sometimes
So TikTok does a good job of like censoring
Yeah.
hate sometimes.
Yeah.
It'll be random people being like, you're just privileged, like you got your job or you got to where you are because of your parents or like your family, or you probably get a lot of the same
Well,
stuff.
people call me a Nepo baby all the time. I'm like, but my dad wasn't an influencer.
Oh my God.
No, I was like, wait.
My dad wasn't a celebrity, so what are you
wait,
talking about?
My dad wasn't a TikToker. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that shit too. Mixed in with obviously a lot. I feel like girls are. I don't get a lot of hate from guys. It mostly girls. It's a
I think
girl on
girls are
girl.
nastier. Girls are that's probably why I don't get much hate because
Yeah.
I have mostly guys.
There's a girl on girl crime going on
Yeah.
on the internet. I
It's
don't know
tough.
what it
you guys
is.
gotta
but
love
it's-
each other.
I try.
Yeah.
I don't comment anything negative on anyone's post ever.
Why would you?
But I feel like that's a symptom of, I don't know.
It's an insecurity. If you're hating on someone, it's because there's something within you that is like you need to put it out
Yeah.
on someone else because you're not feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
So whenever you're like, in any sense of the word, like hating on something or not liking something, it's because an insecurity.
Yeah,
I
you're upset
think.
with yourself with
Yeah.
something. Like I always picture, I'm like, do you think Bella Hadid would like comment on some like random girl she doesn't
Never.
know post and be like, you're a fucking ugly bitch?
Never. I started doing. I've said like Kate Moss would never. Have you heard me say that?
Wait, I love that.
I want to like coin that. I think that
I think
could be
you
part
should
of my
patent
thing.
that.
Is
We need some merch.
like the same with like Bella or any cool. Think of any cool people we look up to. Like they would
Yeah.
never hate on someone.
You look up to Kate Moss?
Yeah, she's one of my definitely influences. Like
I love
of
Kate Moss.
females, she's probably one of my top
Wait,
influences.
really?
Yeah,
Who
I
else?
love her.
Give me a top 3 for females and males. That's a lot of people.
Can I just do? Yeah, let me just think of off the top of my head. David Beckham, Pharrell. I grew up being a huge fan of both of those.
Pharrell's awesome.
Pharrell's
And David Beckham.
incredible. Pharrell is one of my like North Star coolest guys. Just with how he crosses over through music and fashion. Like as a little kid, he was one of my biggest influences. So Pharrell, David Beckham, Kate Moss, my dad.
Aw. So
Those
cute.
3. Can I do? Oh, JFK Jr. too.
I knew
R.I.P.
you were going to do something
R.I.P.
nostalgic in there. Yeah, R.I.P. Wait, those are some good ones. Bella Hadid's definitely up there for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who are yours?
I think Bella Hadid. There's
The Hadid family is very cool.
no, it's just something I used to be obsessed with both of them. I also hear they're like extremely nice people in person.
Really? That's the best. I
And,
love
like,
nice people.
I love
don't
hot
like
people
mean-
that are kind.
Hot, kind people are the best people in the world.
Yeah. Hot and mean?
Bad.
Bad.
Ugly and mean is almost better than hot and mean.
Yeah.
Except don't be mean ever.
Or ugly and nice is hotter than a hot and mean person. Do that math. You know what I mean though?
You're right though.
It's true.
Yeah. Who else besides the hot? Like
I don't know. I like love reality TV. I like fuck with Lisa Vanderpump. Heavy.
I
and,
don't
like Erica
watch
J-
any reality
You
TV.
don't? What do you watch?
Like documentaries.
Like what's your like nightly routine look like? I want to know.
I get home from work at like 6:30.
Yeah.
I get Chipotle most of the time. I like make content. That's actually when I edit a lot of my videos.
I feel like you make a lot of content in your office too.
I do. So I film it in the morning
Mm-hmm.
before my boss gets in. I'll do my like talking videos in the morning.
I love them.
And then, thank you. I have, they
have a
call
dog
them
friends.
Unk disciples now of like all these kids. Started actually,
I think I'm an Unk disciple.
well, you're like my sister. So it's like
aunt.
different. Your aunt, yeah. It started in Sweden and it's called Grish. Have you heard of it?
Greesh?
Yeah,
No.
it's called Grish. But a style of finance bro, like wealthy streetwear. And they're like, you're the king of Grish. Like Unk is Grish.
How did you get Unk?
I don't know.
Anytime I post like an aesthetic video now with like
Yeah.
a song in the background that's not like da di da di da 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 da. Like like an aesthetic sound. It's
Yeah.
like more like rap based. Everyone's like, you're trying to be unk.
I love that. Shout out Sweden. I don't know, like all my little Swedish boys, but that sounds so weird. No, but they're cool. I'm gonna go to Sweden actually in a month. But
Wait, are you gonna get like fanboy there?
maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Is your majority of your demographic in Sweden?
No, it just started in Sweden. Like
Oh,
this was last year at
interesting.
this time. It was like randomly I got like 14 or 15,000 followers from like Stockholm.
Wait, that's so interesting.
I know. And then it grew to US and now it's like more.
When did you blow up? Was there a video in mind like that you were like, okay?
So Netspend, there's something, you know, Netspend, he's an artist. So I love underground music, obviously. Like that's part of how I kind of gained the following is like, I'm always up on music and I love rap. So he's a cool kid. He's like 17 and people hate on him a lot because he's this white kid and he's kind of like,
Wait, I do know who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
you've-
Is he
you've
like
seen him
he
before.
kind of looks like Kid Leroy, or am I
a
making?
little, he kind of is like Kurt Cobain energy. And I posted a video to one of his songs that I was like addicted to. And it was at the Metropolitan, like we were at
Yeah,
family dinner and Christmas time. It was like early December. And that one kind of took off. And then
Yeah.
it started to snowball because it just was like the stuff I was normally doing. But then I had eyeballs. So then once that happened, it kind of just changed. And there were a couple other artists that like Ian's my boy. Like
Oh, yeah,
we found
Ian.
each other last year at this time just on TikTok. We were just like fans of each other and it was before he blew up and kind of before I started to get more of a following too. And yeah, I just posted like some of his sounds. So it was promoting people's music that I liked,
yeah.
which is
That
cool.
was like more like niche and like Ian's big now. Though.
He's huge.
I see.
Yeah,
I
he's
have-
going on tour again.
And
but,
do you work with him, or are you just like buddies with him?
Just buddies.
You're just
we're
buddies?
just it's like us. Like we're just like randomly similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And
He's young though, right?
he's young. He's 19.
He's 19. He's a cutie pie.
He dropped out of Clemson for this, and
I mean,
now it's working out.
It's
so
definitely working out for
Yeah.
him.
no, he's the man. He's very cool. He's very mature for his age too. Like when he didn't tell me at first that he was 19. So like we hung out a couple times, and then I found out because I was with him and his mom.
Yeah.
And it was his birthday. And I was like, how old are you turning?
Yeah.
And it was like 19. I was like, whoa, like you're very young.
How old are you?
31.
31?
It's pretty old.
That's not old. You're not that much older than me.
It's not, but like for the internet and for like being involved in the underground and all that, like it's getting up there.
Yeah.
But we're in the same range, I would say.
I know. I feel like every one of my friends right now is like getting engaged and shit. And I'm like, I have no interest.
No.
Like I literally have no interest. I feel like I haven't even tapped into like my full potential yet. Not even just career wise, but like looks wise. I
Same.
feel like I'm gonna like I have another peak coming.
Yeah, of course. It's
I
in
peaked
like
with- yeah.
35 to 40, I think is like a great peak.
Well, you're
But I feel the same. Like I was at a dinner with a bunch of my fraternity buddies last night, and every single one of them has a wife now. He just got married.
Yeah.
Then one is engaged. Then one has his girlfriend, and I was just seventh wheel. And I'm like, everyone's gone.
But like, do you want that
No,
right now?
I don't.
I have no
I
interest.
don't at all. Yeah.
See, we're similar.
I know. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, how is this man single? That sounds weird to say, but everyone's like, why is he single? Or like, what's up? And I'm like, I don't want.
Like, what's wrong with him?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't
'Cause
want that.
I just feel like society puts like a lot of pressure on us to like reach certain milestones when we get to certain ages. And I just do not fuck with any milestones.
No.
I feel like career wise, I didn't even start having like a real income / career until like last year at the age of 26.
That's pretty good though. And look at you now.
I was just riding the wave on Nantucket,
Yeah.
just being a hostess.
Wait,
and
so
just
you
fucking
were
around.
hostess at Galley, right?
Galley and Crew.
Okay.
And they used to call me Two Drop Hallow.
Love.
Anyways, I digress. Well, so we're talking about Nantucket. Yeah, but I was just hostessing out there just in the summers, but then I would come back to New York. I obviously had an apartment here. My dad was paying for it, is still paying for the majority of it. I want to say like cut that, but like keep that in.
Yeah, that's pretty real though. Keep that shit in. Can I swear too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you know have you listened to any of my episodes?
Yes, but like I still want to be
I talk about
respectful.
like anal.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to swear, that would be like for you.
For me, that's
Because
badass.
you're a corporate baddie.
Yeah. I love how like open and comfortable it is. But yes, I do have a corporate job.
Yeah.
Everyone asks about my job a lot too. Like so many now people found my email and stuff, and I get so many calls And like during the day at my office, people will cold call me. Like I answer the phone one day and I was like, Chris Heyn. And they're like, oh my God. Oh, Uncle, it's you. And I was like, no, like, don't, you got my corporate line? Like, no.
No. Block. Does your job ever get bothered that you are posting online?
I get that question a lot too.
Yeah.
They don't really, because my company is siloed into like little teams. So it's me and my boss. Like I don't really report to a manager per se, or like bigger people. So as long as I'm doing my job and I don't let social media get in the way of work, then like, you know, it's 2025. We all have like lives outside the office.
Yeah.
It just happens that like I have a, you know, this.
As long as you're like not involved in any scandal or whatever.
Yes. I'm scared of scandals. I feel like you do well in scandals. I am terrified of scandals.
There's like scandals that have been put out about me that aren't even like factual. They're like, sometimes I feel like some of the shit I get online is literally like fan fiction. They just make up plot lines
Isn't
for
that
different
funny that
like
people-
narratives that don't exist.
They
for-
have confidence that they're like, oh yeah, Hallie did this. It's like, where did you come up with this?
But like if it's online and it's readable and if you don't debunk it, but I'm like, there's a lot of shit I'm like, I'm not just debunking every,
Yeah, I don't
thing
feel
I
like
see,
responding
'cause
to
it-
a lot of things.
it'll just bring more attention to those things. It's part of the gig, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
We're having
Is everything working now? Jesus Christ.
We're having some technical difficulties.
I think we could
apologize.
get through anything together.
No, we can. Where do we leave off? I think we left off at vampires.
Yeah. So you were saying how are you vampy? Because I'm pretty vampy.
I'm vampy, but I don't think I would label we don't like labels.
No labels ever.
No labels ever. But I would say, I was like telling you about this earlier, but I was saying, like Lauren compares me like Megan Fox and Jennifer's body.
I love that.
Obviously not like looks wise and aura. She also gives me
Strong aura though.
She gives me panic, but like also
That's her job, is to give panic, I think.
No, literally.
Yeah.
It's in the prerequisites.
She was one of my first crushes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, love her.
Yeah, she's so hot.
Panic.
By panic. But like when I don't sleep with a guy for a long time, I turn like gray in the face, pale. I like lose weight, and then I just
Turns to vampire.
I need blood.
I just
I need
can't-
semen.
Jesus, I can't believe you haven't seen Nosferatu, or like, is this the first time you're hearing of it? Is through me?
I think Lauren may have mentioned that we should watch
Nosferatu.
Nelly Furtado.
Nelly Furtado.
But we never got to it. I don't go to the movies often.
It's funny. That's a new thing for me, is going to the movies, because I can check out. It's one of the few times where like I won't look at my phone.
Yeah.
I'll put it away. And what else did I see? I saw another scary movie a couple months ago. I don't know. The movies is nice. I went through years of not going to the movies because it's like too, I don't know.
You feel like a kid.
Yeah.
But then it's like kind of, there's a euphoria about leaving a movie theater.
After a good movie, when you leave the movie theater
And you're like,
and your fingers are all buttery and it's just like,
yeah.
you like popcorn?
Yeah, I like popcorn.
Obsessed with popcorn.
Yeah, I love popcorn. I need to watch it though.
You do. You need to report back, because I feel like that's a movie that you should watch.
Is it a long movie? I have ADHD.
Yeah, it's like movie length, like an hour, maybe 45.
I can do that.
You can do it.
Once I went to the movies, and this like will scar me forever. I was like probably 9 years old, and my dad brought us to watch Hong Kong. What's it called? King Kong. No,
Hong Kong.
my dad brought us to watch King Kong.
I remember seeing that too, and it was too
and I
long.
was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But it was also like scary as shit. But it was also like long as shit.
Was Nicole Kidman in that? Did I just make that up?
I feel like she's in everything. Have you seen Baby Girl?
No, I didn't see it yet.
I want to watch Baby
Me
Girl.
too. One of
so
my friends just saw
bad.
it. Maybe we go see that.
I DM that man,
Who?
the co-star. He didn't reply.
I feel like anytime you DM someone, they're gonna reply.
I'm not verified.
How do we get verified on TikTok? Well, I guess it doesn't.
I feel like it's hard to get verified on. I mean, if I wanted to, I could buy like a blue check on Instagram, but
Yeah.
I refuse to do that.
It's not real.
But you have a lot more security. I feel like if you have a blue check on Instagram, my shit gets hacked all the time. I'm like, stop.
We should verify you.
Yeah.
Except, I guess it's coming soon. It'll happen, I think.
You think?
Yeah. 2025 predictions, I think.
I just put that on my mood board.
Yeah.
What are Chris Heyn's goals for 2025?
Survive and be swag. Everyone keeps asking me like, choose your goals. I don't know. I feel like we're living in a crazy reality right now, and so much can be taken away so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know, not to get like too deep with that, but
And you can.
We can't think about it too much, but it's just crazy that like in a matter of seconds things change. And I want to continue on like a positive path and just keep being me and having fun and networking and like meeting people.
For me, like people like make New Year's resolutions and all this bullshit. I'm like, I literally just want to have a pulse.
Yeah. My thing is survive and be swag and world domination too.
I like that.
Yeah,
can we do that together?
Yeah.
I feel like we could collab there. I see a collab there.
Yeah, I like that.
I also need you to make that Kate Moss merch.
I know. You know the Supreme, she was like big with Supreme. So
she was, yeah.
I had a shirt back in like middle school when I was super into Supreme. I still kind of am.
Yeah.
But her smoking in her like mink coat. I feel like that's you.
No, I do look up to her.
I don't think there's too many women that like can compare to her right now. I don't know. I think she's one of the coolest people there is. I love her. So
she's
Kate
beautiful.
Moss, I don't know if I'll ever meet you, but you're an idol of mine.
We fuck with you.
We fuck with you.
Heavy.
Heavy.
She also has a beautiful daughter.
She does.
Do you know Lila Moss?
I've heard. I don't like know her.
She's gorgeous, and she's also a style icon.
She started her own agency, right? I think she has a.
Did Kate or did
Kate did? Because I think Jordan Barrett is signed to that. You know Jordan Barrett, model.
Yes,
guy?
I actually was in LA singing at the Petit Hermitage not too long ago, back in fall when I was hooking up with that guy that put me up at the Petit Hermitage.
Nice.
And I saw Jordan Barrett there.
He seems cool.
I also saw The Rock. Like there was a lot of random celebrities running around, and
what do you think of The Rock?
He was a handsome guy, very friendly. We were in the elevator together.
He seems a little
and I was just
mass market. I know that sounds terrible of me to say.
Like kind
super
of like
successful
like
guy.
John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart. There's like a level of people that are so famous and so mass market where to me that like turns me off a bit.
Yeah.
Because you're too widespread. You're too like.
I feel like being niche is in.
Yes, niche is much cooler.
Yeah.
I'm so underground. I love underground.
Yeah.
Even though, like I don't think we're underground anymore, but you know what I mean. Like once you get that big and you're doing like Target commercials and like baby wipes and like everything and you're The Rock, I'm like, what are you about though? No disrespect. He's obviously made a huge career for himself and like that's incredible, but I don't know.
But you think there's some swag in being niche?
Yes.
I agree.
I always support the kind of like niche cool kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like underdog a little bit.
Yeah, like the underground.
Underground. I like the underground. It's just cooler.
I agree with that. I like that.
Maybe it's a bad mentality because so much of like the music and entertainment industry is about being big, obviously. And if you're like too much of a hipster, it's hard because you're critiquing everything too much. And it's like if the numbers do well or if it's pop music or like people love it, then I don't like it sometimes because I see the reaction of like, this is too normal. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. No, that makes sense to me.
But I need to fix that maybe in myself of like stop being too niche or too.
No, I think being niche is
underground.
important. It gives you like, oh, like I like this guy because of X, Y, and Z. You don't want to be too spread out.
True.
If you stand for everything, what do you stand for?
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what.
If you're for everyone, for no one.
Real.
And that's on God. Okay. What else? I feel like we should I want to do this rapid fire game with you.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a quick answer. Hot
First
take.
thing that comes to mind.
Like it's more like I'm gonna say X or Y, and you're gonna say Y or X. Hinge or Raya?
I don't like dating apps. Raya. Sorry. Do I have to pick one?
Yeah, you have to pick
Raya.
one.
Raya's the only one I tried, and I deleted it.
So you got onto Raya?
Yeah, I did.
It's like,
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I was on Raya for a bit, and I didn't.
It doesn't. They match you with people in fucking Stockholm or Switzerland. And you're like, what do you expect me to fucking?
I
do
hate
now?
to say, but like, I want to try to be that hopeless romantic who like meets someone in person, or like you lock eyes with someone across the bar, and it's like, wow, we're gonna live together forever, even though that doesn't happen.
No, I think that does happen though.
So Raya, I guess.
Okay. But, younger or older?
Older. Next question.
Album of the year prediction.
If Cardi ever drops.
Cardi forever.
Cardi's one of my favorite artists, period.
Yeah.
If I could get like into the lore of me and Cardi, I've been a huge Cardi fan since I was in college.
Yeah.
And that's another thing of like, I loved him when he was underground Cardi, like Cash Cardi.
Cash Cardi?
Cash Cardi.
That's a thing?
Yeah. That's when he was like SoundCloud Cardi, like 2015,
He's
2016.
one of my top 3 favorite rappers.
One of the coolest guys ever, but he's always fucked with his fans of like not dropping and not giving them what they want, which is where he gets power because
he blue balls his fans.
He blue balls everyone. He just edges them forever and then like never drops.
I fuck with that.
Which is sick, but it's also like as a fan, you want to listen to like music. I want to.
Do you
hear
listen to
his music.
AI Cardi?
I do. I loved it.
too.
I loved AI Cardi.
People shit on. I posted a video on TikTok over the summer of me like lip syncing to AI Cardi, and I was getting
They roasted
trashed.
you. Same. I had a video.
But I was like, what?
I had a video do pretty well in one of my like edits, and people were so mad because they're like, "Don't support AI Cardi. This isn't real Cardi." I was like,
AI
"I don't
Cardi's
care.
good.
It's fire. Like
Yeah.
this is great.
Just sound.
It just sounds good." But yeah, Cardi is one of my favorite artists. Definitely has been for a long time. So if he drops, that'll be album of the year.
Okay. Is a partner subscribing to OnlyFans considered cheating?
No, it's weird.
I agree. Just jack off if you wanna.
Yeah, whatever.
But
I don't
like-
think it's cheating, but it's kind of weird.
Like I know some girls that get offended when their boyfriends watch porn, and I'm like,
This is life.
it's like less of neck strain on me.
Yeah, I don't think that's cheating. I think people need always like
An outlet.
an outlet and they need more stimulation.
Yes.
And we're kind of like an overstimmed generation and we always need constant like what's hot, what's good.
Yeah.
So that's not cheating. Cheating is like being with someone else. It's not looking at someone else.
I like that.
Yeah.
But you think, would you be like, I would try to think, I haven't had a boyfriend in so long, but I feel like the thought of my boyfriend getting off to another girl,
You'd hate that?
no, I kind of like that. But that might be a me thing. That's where me and Lauren are sick in the head because this is where we get into trouble. Anywho, okay. Location sharing with a partner. Yes or no?
Oh, good question. I say no. I think you should have trust. And I like location sharing with like, it's funny. I think not to generalize, but I think it's more of a girl thing. Like
Yeah. No, I
many
agree.
of my guy friends, we started to location share because it's fun to like see where our friends are. But it was most of my girlfriends that are like more about it.
Yeah. Well, I think for girls, we all share our locations because it's like a safety measure.
course, yeah, I
If you're like
totally get
living in
that.
the city,
Yeah.
I feel like you should share your location with your girlfriend, just like to make sure like they get home safe.
For sure.
But bitches also be crazy. And I remember when I had a boyfriend, I would be stalking his location constantly.
That's what I mean. I think when you're actually with someone, it's weird to be looking at their location.
Yeah.
Like for a friend, if you're checking on them, where are they? Are they close? Can we hang out?
Yeah.
But if it's like your partner, I think that's weird. I don't think that's good.
I like that. I like these takes, Chris.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who's your favorite white boy of the month? Do you know that saying?
Yeah, of course. I got nominated a couple times.
You
I
did?
did, but I don't know if I ever won it. I never see who wins. I think it just keeps going.
Wait, I want to be a white boy of the month.
You could be white girl of the month.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, I think it's white boy of the month. I want to say some of my like rapper friends. Like,
Yeah, you want to say Ian.
I want to say Ian or Netspend, or it's funny, there's this new rapper out of Florida that I'm not sure yet if I like. I'm not going to drop his name, but like he's been nominated recently.
Really?
Yeah. It's hard to give an answer.
I know. Any actors? Like, what do you think? What do you think of Timothy?
Timothy, I was just going to say, I think he's cool. I think he's grounded.
Yeah. I saw his takes on football. Like he knows a lot about football, and I thought that was like interesting.
He's
origin.
been dropping a lot more lore recently, and he seems like very relatable and very cool.
Yeah,
So
like in touch.
I like him. I would hang out with him. I feel like we would be like homies, but I think he's cool. I think he's a great actor and one of our new generation, like
Yeah,
superstar actor kind of.
I agree with that. Who is
Wait, can I go back to that though? What do
Yeah.
you think about him dating Kendall?
Kylie?
Sorry, Kylie. Shit.
I mean, I like it. It's unexpected. I
I
don't
don't
like.
see
I don't.
them together, but I like them both a lot.
I go based off of like who she's been with before. I just like I can't gauge her type right now. But I
Kind
think
of all over the map.
yeah, and like they keep the relationship so private. So like, who's me to like make comment on it? I don't really know. But
Yeah.
I think as long as they're both happy.
That's so real of you.
Thank you.
That's
I
all that
mean,
matters is
that's really
happiness.
all that matters. I mean, like, who gives a fuck about anyone else's opinion?
True.
You know?
Yeah, it put him on another superstar status because any of the girl,
Yeah.
like Tyga, I'm thinking of the past relationships was what
She was Tyga and Travis
Tyga,
Scott.
Travis Scott, like and then Timothy. I don't know.
It's just no, it was a switch up.
It
That was my point. Yeah, it was a swerve. It was a curveball. But
I'm here for it. If they're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and
they're both cool. So
he seems like a very smart person.
they're both.
She's obviously very
extremely smart and successful.
Yeah,
and young.
Yeah.
So let's go. I think we support them.
I mean, I want her to be in her like kind of like dating era, like hoe era. Is that weird to say? Like I kind of like I feel like she's always in a serious relationship.
I think she only does relationships. Like
which is
that's
okay.
opposite
Maybe
of us.
I should. Yeah. I'm like I can't imagine, but like I mean, good for her.
Yeah.
I can't lock anyone down.
Yeah. They're a power couple. So shout out.
Yeah. Okay. Celebrity crush.
It's either like Megan Fox or Daniel Craig.
Wait, like same though.
By Panic.
By Panic.
Yeah.
This episode. Yeah.
Early James Bond, Casino Royale. That was like a panic moment for me. Do you ever see that where he's coming out of the water in a blue little bathing suit?
I thought that was what's her name? She was on Real Housewives. Denise Richards. When she was coming out of the water, she was in James Bond. Yeah.
It wasn't Casino Royale though, was it?
Is there multiple?
Yeah. Are you kidding? There's so many James Bonds.
Wait, there are a bunch.
There's a bunch.
Adele sang over one of them, right?
Yes.
She was the soundtrack
it was
of one of them.
Skyfall. Makes sense because that was the soundtrack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's my celebrity crush though. I don't know if I have one. This is hard.
No, it is hard.
Who's yours?
Like Jacob Elordi, I would fucking suck him sideways.
He seems like he would be my bro. Like it's a bro.
But like he's also like might be a little too artsy for me. Like I think he would make me like picnic and shit.
Yeah, you'd be like,
and I'd be like
in Paris by like the canals, and there'd be
he'd
wine
be like,
and
let's
cheese
bring out my like
1942 like cheese.
Yeah, like his old camera, long exposure.
Yeah, that would definitely happen.
Yeah,
he's
film
so
camera.
artsy cool.
Yeah, he's artsy cool, and I'm not artsy at all.
You have your bits.
I have my bits.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Of course,
I appreciate that. Underrated TikTok follow.
Oh, can I look at my phone?
Yeah, of course.
I have to check. I have so many of these. I don't follow that many people. How many people do you follow on TikTok?
I follow 320.
I think I follow less. I used to follow a bunch of really like artsy accounts, like aesthetic accounts and ASMR things where it was like beautiful scenery. And who's your favorite follow? Can I ask it back on you?
Paris Hilton just followed me.
Sick.
My girl.
I sat across from her at a dinner one time and she was iconic.
She is iconic.
I love her.
Tate McRae would be a good one. I love her. I think she's like a better Britney Spears of our generation.
Better?
Yeah.
My sister would be so mad.
Really? I mean, I love Britney, but I just think Tate is so talented.
Wait, I followed Soulja Boy
and
recently.
An amazing dancer. Soulja Boy follows you?
No, he didn't follow me back, which I'm kind of pissed about. But
Soulja Boy, get your shit together.
Soulja Boy, you were one of my bigger influences in middle school, 8th grade, 9th grade.
Yeah.
Crank that Soulja Boy, that's all I did. That was me at every dance. I was like really good at it randomly.
You love Chief Keef too.
Yeah, huge on Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Jacques Mus, randomly one of my favorite designers. You know Jacques Mus?
They follow. So these people that follow you.
No, I'm going through I follow them.
Okay.
Should I flex on some of the people that follow me? Grimes. Do you know Grimes?
I
love Grimes. She's so cool.
Oh, like Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I love her. She follows me. What's up, Grimes?
What's up, Grimes?
Mr. Bruv. He's this really cool guy from the UK. Him and his girlfriend have bruv dates. It's like they do a bruv date where they do a Zin pouch and like a Guinness, and they sit outside, and she's really hot and he's really cool and wears Margielas, and like he's cool. Mr. Bruv. Shout out Mr. Bruv.
Mr. Bruv. Wait, I need to follow him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Wait, I love that. Okay. What's your martini order?
You know it.
Yeah. It's
Grey Goose, straight up, no garnish. It kind of scares people.
No,
like,
but it's kind of like a fucking power move.
It's like a Vesper. You know the James Bond Vesper?
No.
You don't know James Bond. I'm learning this, that she doesn't know like movies.
I know that she never watched the Titanic. I have ADHD.
You've never seen Titanic? Guys.
It's like a weird flex. Like, yeah, I'm going to sit down with you and watch it.
I'm in a room of like uneducated children.
No, I know. Literally, though.
Those were good. Those were good ones.
There's a lot more.
Keep going. Let's do some more.
Lauren, do you want to get in here? Lauren's getting lonely over in the corner. Lauren, take a sip of vodka. You're from Russia. I feel like you can do that.
Oh my God.
Take a sip.
I'm scared of those.
No, it's great.
No, it's actually not that
Clears your
bad.
palate. It's like a
disinfectant.
yes. It makes you healthy. Your
We need-
stomach gets better.
Yeah, it's good for your gut health.
It's like an amino acid, or I don't know.
My mom always used to tell me that if your stomach's upset, you should drink vodka.
Really?
That doesn't
What
really-
age did she tell you this?
Yeah, like if you like are like having diarrhea, you should drink vodka. It'll settle your stomach.
Kind of makes sense.
Wait, I feel like
At what age?
that's alcohol.
what age?
Yeah. Maybe not. All right, Lauren.
Okay.
I want your takes on these as well.
Okay.
Boxers, briefs, or commando?
For a guy.
Hopefully. I mean, if a
What
man
comes to mind first?
if a man is going commando in denim, I'm concerned about
That
chafing.
would hurt. Yeah, that would hurt.
That would hurt.
Well, what about
What do you
you?
wear?
I think briefs.
Briefs.
Briefs are
Briefs.
cute. Boxers are kind of chooky.
If
Is
it's
that
nice to go commando sometimes if you're wearing like mesh,
Sweatpants.
yeah, sweatpants or like mesh things, but usually briefs.
Do you get like hot when you go like commando? Like,
Yeah,
right?
but
Like, it gets-
if it's a nice breathable fabric,
Why do I know
then
this?
you're good.
Wait, what?
Like thinking about like when I'm like doing my hair and I'm like not wearing any pants and then I start like I start like sweating.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
Why are
Keep
you like
going.
doing your hair pantless?
Because it gets so hot in my bathroom that I like
Oh, yeah.
take my clothes off and then I'm like sweating. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like it's like a porno.
Wait, so you get
episode.
ready naked?
Yeah. Brunette does
Really?
hair naked in
I
bathroom.
don't like the way things.
That's a Pornhub title right now.
Yeah, wait. I don't like to get ready naked. I like need sweatpants and.
I don't
sweatshirts.
I
either.
put my
It's just-
briefs. All right, here's briefs because I just thought I put my briefs on when I like
Right.
get ready. So
Yeah.
briefs.
It's just when I'm like doing my hair, it gets very hot and
Okay.
I understand. Next question.
Sex on the first date. I do this all the time, so you know my take on it.
I mean, like, yeah.
Vibe it
like,
out.
I've never like been on a date.
What?
Like I've never started a relationship by going on a date.
It's all Uno reverse at this point. I feel like people hook up and then they like maybe I want to go on a date with this
Yeah.
person, which is not a millennial thing. I don't think.
No.
What do you
like
think?
Chris.
Chris, what do you think?
I think
you
All
old
right,
man.
millennial. Stop. I'm like 3 years older than you. Don't do that. I think it's vibe it out. Like if you really like the person and you're connecting, I try to say don't have sex on the first date because if
Yeah.
you see longevity with the person, I think there's like
Yeah.
something cool about keeping it.
What if they have a tiny
Protected?
dick?
That's a whole nother question.
Yeah, but like you need to know like right away. I don't want to go on a date with them.
Well, I feel.
But what if you really like the
I'm
person?
okay.
I'm like this.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know.
No,
What
literally.
do you say?
I have usually.
I don't think I've ever had sex on the first date.
I
I don't
have.
actually like date. I was gonna say same with. I don't like go on dates.
Yeah.
I don't go on dates either, but I have had sex on the first date. But
Did you lead with it being like a hookup date or like, hey, like maybe we'll have kids together or like
I never think about having kids with the man
You want
ever.
kids?
I do want kids.
Something you don't know about Hallie, but she's really good with babies.
I'm really good with babies.
I didn't know that.
like,
Yeah.
It's like it's freaky. They
That's
love
aw-
her.
that's a
I
good skill.
actually like am very. I'm gonna be a very good mom one day,
I bet you will.
but
I love it.
for now I'm just not.
We're just chilling. I'm good at being unk though. Funny enough, my oldest nephew. So I have two older sisters, and they both have kids, like
Yeah.
little kids. But the oldest one is 8 now, and he sent me the first text today, and his name is Blake, and he's like, "Hey, uncle, it's Blake." And I responded with like a "What up, Blake?" And I sent
What
like a Dracula emoji, and I don't think he knows how to respond now.
You really love vampires.
Love, right?
I,
it's
like, love
it's dropping
that.
more.
Yeah, like everything. You're like
Yeah.
Dracula. Desperado.
Okay, what do you think about your partner's not posting you? Enjoy the privacy or a big red flag?
Oof,
I don't know.
that's hard.
I think when I was younger, I cared. Now I don't really care.
I don't care. Same. So
Yeah.
in a past relationship, I was getting in trouble because I wasn't posting them enough, and that pissed me off because I don't like being told like what to do or like
Right.
you know it should happen organically. Like if I want to post,
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
But I also like keeping my private life kind of private. So hard.
Keep people on their toes.
yeah,
You never know.
ambiguity.
Yeah,
Morning sex or night sex?
both.
Both and in the middle.
Night.
My favorite's like when they wake you up in the middle of the night and they like are just poking you with their penis.
That's like my least favorite.
That's my favorite. You're in a relationship. That was like I thought they liked me when they were doing that. Peter Pan used to wake me up all the time in the middle of the night, just poking me with his dick and playing porn on surround sound. So it made it seem like we were in a simulation of us having a fucking orgy.
Well, that was a him problem. He like,
I loved it though.
he like wanted to have a threesome with you so badly.
It was the one thing I didn't give him.
Yeah.
I gave him my self-respect, dignity, pride. Wouldn't give him a fucking three-way. I just like couldn't.
You like couldn't share him.
I couldn't share him.
Yeah.
I didn't want
You
to
loved
share
him.
him. No, I loved him, but like I also
No, you were like, you're
I
mine.
hated how much he wanted it. If he didn't want it that much, if he wanted it like
done it.
50%, I would have done it. Yeah, but I liked him too much. If you're gonna have a three-way with someone that you love, the other person has to be a random person.
See, I don't even know if I could have a three-way.
Really?
I think it would be hard for me.
Why?
Because if I don't love the person, it's like whatever. But if I really love the person,
Have you ever
I don't
had
think
one?
no, never. I don't think I could share someone I love, which is
That's respectable.
No, that's pretty normal.
I guess that's normal, but like
Definitely.
Wait, that's like normal.
that's
That's
not
the
hot.
norm.
That's not hot. Like it's hotter. I mean, threesomes are hot, obviously. But if I like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I could get to a place where I could. I guess it depends on the person.
You don't have to.
I think
Thank you.
I don't think I'm really gonna give my take
Have a
here. 'cause
threesome.
Yeah, have a threesome now.
yeah.
No, I mean, I would do it again, but it would have to be with the right guy. He was not the right guy.
No.
He would like not have paid attention to me.
No. I'm like, no, not that. It's like I'm thinking about what's that in Sex and the City when Charlotte's guy was trying to have a threesome with her and he was just like so focused on the other girl. That's what I'm picturing Peter Pan as.
Yeah.
He would just be.
He was good in bed though, and he was so rich. I think about him all day.
Just the one that got away. It sounds like a great white elephant.
Oh,
Great white buffalo.
he's like the one that like he's the money that got away.
No, there's no money that ever gets away. No, that's not. No, that's not what happened. He just like stopped talking to me.
You got ghosted?
Right.
Have you ever
No,
gotten
I'm saying-
ghosted before?
Yes, him, the only man that ever
shit.
ghosted me.
Did he
It like
ghost
humbled the fuck out of me.
Did
He
he
just
ghost you?
stopped talking to me.
But he never,
And I had
like-
chlamydia and a child.
Wait, but he like never. He just like didn't talk to anybody, and he would always blame work. Like he wouldn't like talk.
Well, then he started dating some really beautiful, rich, beautiful model now, and
He's super in love.
he's super in love, and she's the most beautiful girl that the world's ever
That's so
seen.
nice of you.
No, that someone like came up to me and was like, "Oh wait, he's doing so well. He's like dating the most gorgeous person I've ever seen in my whole entire life." I'm like, "Wait, no,
we
you're
were like side eyeing each other, being like,
we're like, know your audience. What is happening right now?"
Oh.
Anyways, I'm bitter as fuck. Okay, lip syncing TikToks, hot or not?
If you're hot, I think it all depends on your aura.
I think
Like,
it's
if
okay
you can pull it
you're- I
off.
feel like as a girl, it's okay.
For guys,
I've
the guy I just fucked is lip syncing.
yeah. I mean, he's a very attractive man.
He's beautiful.
But-
Back to my point, I think if you can pull it off, it's like, all right. Obviously, it's cringy, but like anything we kind of do is cringy now. So it's
That's
like,
true.
I'm so cringy.
That's true.
We're cringy. Like
I kind of
people
fuck
are-
with it though. I think
Yeah.
cringe aesthetic is in.
Yeah, you have to be. Like cringe kind of helps you get. You know, Vinny Hacker, that kid.
Yeah.
So he
Beautiful
talks
man.
about how every time he posts a TikTok, it's like he cringes at himself. He's like, oh fuck, and then he'll
Right,
post
right,
it and it'll
right.
go crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like that, you know, it's
But
sort
like,
of
get your
where we're at.
bag.
Okay. Would you date someone that doesn't drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No?
I think it would be hard because the initial like get to know someone, it's so much easier with a buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I like drinking, but I have obviously I have a lot of sober friends and like
I
you
do
can have
too.
deep connections with people without alcohol. But
No, I think that's important to know how to do too.
yeah.
Maybe it's nice to go sober together. I think it's harder, like if you're just starting out dating
Yeah.
and the person's sober and you're drinking, it's like this disconnect.
Yeah, if they're not drinking, I probably won't drink. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. What's his face? I was hooking up with in the fall.
Oh.
He was not drinking at all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I feel like that's probably one of the reasons that led to that downfall. But he he was always like pouring my sake for me, and I was like, oh, like you're so sweet. But like he was definitely like, this girl's a booze bag.
Wait, at least that's nice. Like he was giving you drinks.
He was allowing me to drink, but like I feel, but I feel like it was like in the back of his mind, maybe he like didn't want me to.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to like watch like weird
It's
movies.
funny because some of my sober friends are like enablers. So like they'll get, like you were just saying, pouring sake. Like a lot of my friends will like
They're like drink
make
up.
me drink
like
more.
vicariously.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he was doing.
He was trying to get. Well, I don't know though, because the first time that we were ever with him, he like sent you home. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to get like I don't want to hook up. Like I don't want to take advantage of you because you're drunk."
He was like that about sex. He was like, I don't hook up
Oh.
with people.
Okay, so then he was just weird.
He's so, the weirdest.
weird.
He's probably the weirdest person I've ever gone with my whole entire life.
I mean, we were on our own lunch date, and he came to say goodbye, and literally like he was like smoldering Hallie. He was like this, and I was just sitting there like literally drinking my like muscles stew. Like
No, we
it
were
was-
in love for like 5 minutes.
It was.
Connection is powerful.
He was hot though. I'd do it again.
He was.
Would you date someone that hates pets?
No. I love dogs.
Yeah. No.
Why would you hate pets? That's so weird.
I have never owned a pet, but I'm better with babies.
But you don't hate pets.
I don't hate pets.
Yeah, but the question
I-
was hate pets.
I am a pet.
We're pets.
We're pets.
So
Okay, guys.
No, like I am a pet. I feel like you could adopt me.
Okay, I will. I have.
You have.
you've been adopted.
What shows are you guys watching right now?
I just restarted Mad Men.
I just watched Squid Game.
Oh.
The new Squid Game.
Is
I've
it
never
freaky?
watched Squid Game.
Squirger? Huh?
I've never watched Squid Game.
The first season was a little better.
Well, it's all subtitles.
No, I translated it.
Oh,
so
I
it's
don't like-
English, but the mouths are all
Yeah, I
off.
don't like
So
like
it's
that.
kind of like screwed up, but it was good. It's very like traumatizing.
Yeah.
I had nightmares. I woke myself up like screaming from a dream,
Oh my god.
which is that happens once every like 7 years. But
Wait from
From Squid Game.
So I was watching Squid Game. It was home during Christmas, and me and my dad watched. We started Squid, and my grandpa was there too. But I took melatonin, and I went to bed and had like terrible nightmares that I got shot.
Oh my god.
Because it's such a traumatic show. You haven't seen it.
Did you
so-
see
No.
season 1?
no.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't think
you would like it.
I don't think you like it.
Why do people die?
Everyone.
Everyone dies. Only one person survives.
Who survived?
There's one guy now, and then in season 2 he gets put back.
Put
It's
back
basically
in.
it's basically like a game, and they kill everyone off. It's like a human
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, and they're just one person survives. And they're like all these like games, like red light, green light, right? Like you
Yep.
run at green light and you stop at
If you
red
move, you
light.
get shot.
But if you move at red light, they'll just shoot you.
Why would they do that?
TV.
It's some fucked up game.
Yeah, it's a fucked up game. I guess it happened. There was like a.
Excuse me?
I don't know if this is real, but I saw someone post this that back in the 80s or 70s in Japan or Korea, like all the very poor people, they would kind of put in internment camps. This could be like totally false, but I saw it on TikTok. So
That would
maybe
be
it's real.
insane.
But it's loosely based on like a real story.
That's so crazy. I mean,
Like I hate when I hear like of things like you told me about that person that like hunted the baker in Alaska.
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because I studied serial killers. That's a fun fact. about
Lauren
me.
loves serial. I'm drunk.
No, I love serial.
Lauren loves serial
like
killers.
True crime, I think is amazing. I love watching.
Yeah.
But I
murder
don't-
mysteries.
I don't like watching like like I like to watch how do I describe it? Like I don't like watching documentaries, but I like to watch like factual like movies or like
Oh, those Netflix series where they like act out what actually happened.
Mindhunter
Yeah.
and like Criminal Minds. But in college I
SVU.
studied
I like that too.
serial killers.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it's fascinating.
And there was this serial killer in Alaska
This is crazy.
that this is like turning into a murder mystery podcast, but this serial killer in Alaska, he was a baker. He was like one of the most like respected people in the
Prolific
town.
baker?
Yeah.
Prolific baker, had a family, 2 kids, and he would send his family off to his in-laws for like a week. And in that week, this was like when the Alaska pipeline was being built. So there's like a lot of like hookers and or sex workers.
Wait, where'd the hookers come from? I wasn't expecting Alaska
Well,
pipeline hookers.
Yeah, they were just like, that was like during that time. There
You
was
know
just,
the
like,
Alaska hookers.
Yeah.
pipeline hookers.
Yeah.
the hookers, the sex workers, whatever. He would kidnap one of them. He would torture them for a week, and then he got his pilot's license. And in Alaska, there's all this territory. He would fly them out, and he would release them and be like, "Okay, you're free, run." And he would hunt them down.
Then he would hunt them down.
And he would bury them. And then when the Alaska pipeline was being excavated for like the road, they found all of the dead bodies.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's messed up.
And one girl actually, yes, one girl actually got away and went to the police, and they didn't believe her. They're like, no, like he's a great guy. And then they found the dead bodies, and they were like, wait a minute.
You just made me think of that movie that came out with Nicolas Cage where he played the like screwed up murderer in Alaska, and it was freezing.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a wait? That
Long
is that
Legs,
about it?
Long Legs.
Wait, there is a movie about it, but I forget if it's with Nicolas
be
Cage.
It was pretty good, not incredible, but
It has been a movie about it.
yeah, it might be Long Legs. I liked it, but it was
But it's true.
yeah, that's crazy. People are fucked up.
People are so fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, should we close it out?
I feel like we hit a lot of good
We
stuff.
hit
earlier.
everything.
Great.
And I think takeaways are we're going to see Nosferatu. We're
Yeah.
gonna go see Baby Girl, which I've
Yeah, I need
seen.
to see that.
And what else? Takeaways.
We're gonna start drinking straight vodka more.
Yeah.
Cause that got me lit. By the end of this episode, I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah, you don't even say it."
What's up, Denny's? Have you ever seen that where there's the punk rock group that like goes and performs at Denny's and they're all lit and they're like, "What the fuck is up, Denny's?"
No, but that will be Hallie tonight.
But for now, thank you all for tuning in again. Chris, thank you so much.
Of course, let's do it again.
And follow Chris. What are your ads?
Chris Heyn Jr. on both.
On both? All right, hopefully TikTok will be
Hopefully
around.
TikTok's still here.
Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
But for now, I love you all and see you next week. Thank you.